So it finally happened. Karma came back around and slapped Quantum TV in the face so hard he's facing a first-degree felony for domestic abuse. Now, unlike the other YouTubers that have been covering this, I'm not going to be sympathetic about it. Everybody else I've seen talk about this, yes, they've laughed and they've poked fun at it, but at the end of the day, they showed sympathy about this situation. Nah, not me, because this man doesn't deserve none whatsoever. So, if you don't know who Quantum TV is, he is well known for sending false copyright claims to YouTube videos that had his pictures or videos in them in his TV reviews. So, and where it all started, that he blew up with, was his Elden Ring review. He took it down because he got major backlash because the review wasn't a review. He didn't even beat the game. I'm not a fan of Elden Ring, but I've played it and I've beaten it. It's just not my type of game. I like it, but I've played it once, beat it once, I'm done with it. But the thing is that with his review, he was talking down to people, telling them that if you like this game, you're into this game, you have no family, you have no friends, you have no life, and you should just, unalive yourself and stuff like that. He literally said stuff like that. You could find these videos on YouTube. People have re-uploaded them. And the best thing to watch to see this is the Actman's Elden Ring Hot Takes video. Fantastic. So it started with a guy named Mischief on YouTube. It probably started before him for sure, but that's where it began to blow up, was with Mischief, and then the Adman made this Elden Ring Hot Takes video, and then he false copyrighted that video, and then the Adman made a copyright abuse video about that situation. Then Quantum TV kept going, and then the Atman made a video called The Dark Age of YouTube, which you can still find, but it's removed off of his main channel. That was about an hour long, showing so many facts and proof and evidence and so on and so forth on why Quantum TV should be deplatformed from YouTube. But instead, it took a dark turn, and YouTube demonetized the Actman for almost a year. And it hurt them, but it didn't stick with them. And they did nothing to Quantum TV, and then he continued to send false copyright claims. This dude is so horrible that there was a mass shooting 3 or 4 years ago. And it was a part of a particular community I'm not going to name. And he's such against that community that he wished more unaliving at that shooting. That it should have been worse. Then he's very racist towards not only just white people like myself, but other races as well. He's a horrible person. And this is his mugshot. He was arrested back in April 14th. 10:40 in the morning is when the incident was finally being taken care of. But he got arrested for a first-degree felony, which is right here, for obstructing justice, hinder with communications. And on April 14th, 2023, at 10:40 in the morning, Quantum TV used his hands to intentionally deprive the victim, which is his wife, from calling the law by snatching her phone out of her hands. It started because his wife wanted to move funds from her bank account. But later on, not too long after, his wife wanted to use Quantum TV's phone, but he refused. So she told him that if you do not provide me with my phone, that I'm going to call the police on you. He still refused. So she went down to the office of their apartment complex and used the office phone to call the law enforcement instead. And when they got there, they could see that she had marks on her hands and her wrists. Quantum TV didn't actually beat her or anything. It was just more fighting over the phone. She refused to complete a sworn written statement on a domestic violence paperwork. Now, they're married, they live together, they have a family, they have a kid, they got all this and that. She needs to divorce him, take the kid, get child support, get alimony. Now, me, I advocate for men. Men have it hard in the family space. Men have it hard in family court, custody. I personally know it's very sexist. But in this situation, and it's not just this one, it's not just because it's Quantum TV, because this happens. Dude's a narcissist. And it's only going to get easier from here for him to put his hands on her in the future, that she needs to leave. Take him for everything that he has. It's a long time coming. He deserves this. It's hilarious to me. All I can hope for, and all I'm asking you to hope for as well, is that later on down the road, that he wakes up, looks at himself, and realize how much of a shitty person he is, and change for the better. Now, as of right now, as of April 27th, he bailed out on a $500 bond. April 15th, he wasn't even there. I think he was there a little over a day, and immediately started copyright striking YouTubers again for covering this story. Filing it under like a private act type of situation for the privacy policy or whatever. But what he seems to fail to understand again about how the law works is that this is A, fair use like always, and B, this is public record. It's not that hard to search and find. Now, in one of his videos, he sat there and told people to look up the Act-Man's name. Find all of his information, because this dude literally called the Act-Man's mom. He went through and through looking up all this information and asking people to find this information about the Act-Man. Now that is a problem. But this, no. This is public information. Out of respect, I didn't show the names of him and his wife, his address, nothing like that. He got arrested because where I live, we literally have a paper that comes out every week called The Justified. And we get to see who was arrested, where, and why, and when. Every week. It's public information. When you go to jail, we have a right to know who's in there and for what reasons. So he can do what he wants. I don't see him changing anytime soon. I hope he does, but I just don't. And this is a major L for him. He thought that his reputation was bad. This is way, way worse. You can't bounce back from this. There's nothing you can do. Even if he goes to court, because he already pled not guilty. And when time comes for court, even if they find him innocent because his wife refuses to testify against him, even though she's the one that called, that this will still stick with him for the rest of his life. It's done. All of us know, especially us men, that the minute a domestic abuse accusation is put on us, or grape is put on us, SA is put on us, anything in that nature, our lives as men is pretty much ruined from that point forward. And that's a real thing, and it's a tragedy. And it's even worse when the victim who lied about it all gets no repercussions. Nothing happens to them. No consequences when they get found out. Nothing. Which why the Amber Heard situation was extremely important. But that's all I got to say. Quantum TV got what he deserved. And do you think he's going to change? Leave your comment down below. Do you think he'll wake up? I don't think so. and I think this is just going to continue to go straight down. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and put down in the comments as well about how your day is going, what you think of the situation, and what else you may want me to talk about, because this is something that I have been waiting for. I've just been sitting here waiting. I knew it was going to happen, not with him necessarily getting arrested, but I knew something big was going to happen with Quantum TV at some point, so I've kept an eye on it, and now it's happened, and I'm excited to see how his court proceedings go, because we're all going to be talking about it when it happens, because at the end of the day, the dude needs to get off of YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.